Welcome to the Climber Dad channel. Climbing Magazine just came out with their newest issue, and in here they gave this crash pad, this guy right here, editor's choice. In bouldering, I believe it is the purest form of climbing. You only have to worry about the moves. In sport, there's a lot of technical that you have to get into. Trad, there's even more technical, and I'm not saying that those are bad. I absolutely love those types of climbing, but in bouldering, you're only focused on the movement. To boulder, you need climbing shoes, a chalk bag, and a crash pad. Crash pads are by far your biggest purchase in that. Now, you could get pretty fancy with the climbing shoes and get close to what the crash pads are going to cost, but you don't need to. You can spend about $100, get a decent pair of climbing shoes, about anywhere from $15 to $50 on a chalk bag, and then your crash pads will cost anywhere from $165 on up to $400. This pad right here, I believe, is the best crash pad that's on the market, and I want to tell you why. So this flap opens up and it exposes this nice pad. In here you have multiple colors. You can get an option where you can have a soft piece of fabric here for cleaning your shoes off right before you jump on the rock, and I think that that's pretty important. When I was out climbing today, we had a couple of old Newtons that had that on there, and I absolutely loved it. Now, what really makes this pad, in my opinion, is the straps. So these straps here are actually the lowest version that you can get with this pad. They have an alpine harness, but you have a formed strap here with a lot of nice cushion. You have a 2-inch belt down here for your waist, and then you have load adjustment straps. Not only that, but this is super adjustable. You have 3 adjustments on here. So if you have a short torso, this is going to be great for you because you can bring this strap down here, and these load straps can come down with it, and it's going to be better for your body. Or let's say you have a really long torso, you can go the other way and come up to the top and bring these up to the top. There's 3 different adjustments on here. I did a small hike today with this. I've tried out both the alpine harness and your regular harness, and honestly, I mean, it wasn't a long hike. It was pretty short, maybe 5-10 minutes. I kind of like this strap better, this harness better. It just fit my body really nice. It worked out well. Now, if I was doing a lot of hiking going into a place or moving around, maybe the alpine harness would be better. Now, something that I don't see any other companies doing is that you can protect this harness. When I first started bouldering, I would bring a tarp out with me, and I'd lay the tarp down, and then I'd throw my pad on top of that because I didn't want my straps getting all dirty. With this, it's already there. This big flap right here comes over and protects those straps. So this is also another change that they had. This nice vinyl right here is waterproof. Was on the outside. Now they put it on the inside, so you still have the waterproofing of it. But on the outside now you have this ballistic fabric that's going to hold up a lot more against those punctures from the rocks if you're dragging it over the rocks. Now, if you're dragging it over the rocks, it is eventually going to wear out because it's basically sandpaper that you're dragging it over. So eventually it will break down, but this is really durable compared to what's out there. In fact, who else has that? I don't know. Now, it doesn't stop there. Let's break into the pad. In this pad, it's 4 inches thick, and it's 3x4 footprint. That's pretty standard. But if you see in here, you have 3 different layers. You have your top layer right here It's a super, super nice, and it's actually a really expensive foam to help distribute the weight. And then you have your open, that's a closed cell foam, by the way. Then you have your open cell foam in the middle to absorb and stop all of that energy. And then you have another layer of closed cell foam. Now this closed cell foam that's on the bottom is normally what your typical crash pads or your cheaper pads out there use this. And it's a good foam. I've used it in my own crash pads, but it's not anywhere near this foam right here. And this is on the bottom of the pad to give you insurance from bottoming out. No rocks are going to be poking up through this unless it's a super sharp rock that you should have moved anyways. But this is going to give you a lot more insurance than just the closed cell that's on the bottom. So that's a really great thing that they have going. It's a hybrid hinge. So hybrid hinges means that at this joint right here, that first layer of closed cell foam goes all the way through this joint, so you don't have to worry about hitting this seam with your foot and going through that. But it also isn't going to lay perfectly flat unless you take this cover, fold that back, and this Velcro goes on to the other side and holds that nice and flat. So now you have not only your straps are covered, but this is also holding open the foam. So the only places that you can really find this right now that I know of is on John's website, Kinetic. I'll go ahead and throw a link in the description. Now, when you go to Kinetic, please let them know that you found out about them from Climber Dad. I am getting absolutely nothing from these links. I hope maybe in the future I can work something out so Climber Dad can get a little bit back for these videos. But I just truly want to show you this product because I love this product and I think you'll love it too. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that like button and share it with your friends. This is going to be good. I'm going to be also putting out another video hopefully soon where we're going to talk about the other pads that are out there that's available, some of their pluses and minuses, and compare them to this guy. Also, it's really important on how heavy a pad is. This pad weighed in on my scale at 13.72 pounds. So we'll compare that and stack that up to the other pads and see how that works. I'll see you next time right here on Climber Dad. So if you have a short torso, boy, let me try that again.